Well, the guys are really excited to get on the field and get rolling, and you do a lot of skill work and stuff. We end fall practice later than most programs, so we haven't really been shut down too long. Now it's a matter. I think we're ready to jump in and scrimmage a little bit, which is encouraging. We still have some questions and some things to figure out, obviously with lineup and how we're going to use the roster, and that's always the kind of the challenge of this 3-week period. Well, I think we're a more experienced club, and probably in every area. We've got more guys coming back that had to play big roles last year than we've had before. Obviously losing Darian as an everyday center fielder for 3 years and Nolan as a closer every day for 3 years. Those are two of the big question marks of who's going to fill that, and then everybody else kind of sprinkled around them are guys that are returning that played in a variety of roles last year. We threw a lot of freshmen on the mound, and those guys have all made a jump, and we'll see, if they've made enough of a jump. But obviously we've got to get better on the mound, and I think we have.
We're really excited here. All the players, all the coaches are. All the work we put in during fall and during the off season. It was really tough, but I think it's going to prepare us well for the spring and all the challenges we face and everything we do during the spring to help us win. I think it's shaping up awesome. I mean, we're having a lot of returners coming back that had a lot of experience last year. Have a couple of newcomers, but they're going to fill the spots we need to have. So I mean, it's really shaping up to be like my sophomore year. We had all those senior leadership, and then we had some young guys going in there to hit some great average and everything like that. So, just take care of the little things, like I said earlier. Never quitting, never stopping for anything, and just pitching with more diligence, hitting with more diligence, and just attacking the game like we did, and like just going in like we're going to win the games. So, it's awesome we're going to play at home so much. Usually Coach Rock says when you go on the road, find an anchor that you can anchor yourself back to what reminds you of home and the comfortableness of home. And playing at home like that, you always have an anchor that you always go to, and just playing your own home, and this is so comfortable and just lets you play the game. Last year they got the better of us, but I love it. I love the rivalry Tennessee and Memphis always has, and love the competitiveness between us two. So I'm excited for the series and see what happens.
Yeah, last year was taking a young club, a young pitching staff, and playing a lot of games on the road early. Now we're getting the return trips from a lot of those opponents with a more experienced club, and it was kind of built that way. The schedule's kind of built that way, knowing that we should be a little bit more experienced, and normally you take advantage of being at home. And I think the key is, can this club get off to a great start? Can we answer these questions that we have to answer now and not wait till the season to answer them, so we can get out of the gates and get off to a good start and protect home turf? Yeah, we down the stretch last year when we really started playing well, the last 13, 14 games is when Schrettenthal started leading off for us, and we're going to look to do that again. And he is open for the challenge. He's excited. He's a 3-year starter, very experienced. And then Chris Carrier is healthy. If we can keep a healthy Chris throughout the season, I think he will put up very, very good numbers. And Brandon Gruzelanek is taking another step further as a hitter. So there's some very exciting things on the infield. Trent Turner and Jacob Elliott will mix time at first base some, along with redshirt freshman Nick Vogie, and then probably going to start a true freshman at short in Alec Trello. But he's proven anything to be above and he's proven to be above and beyond a normal freshman, and I think surrounding him with a lot of veterans on the infield will be good, and that's a natural position for him. I guess answering a couple of key components in this 3-week practice period, preseason practice, if you want to call it that, about how the bullpen will match up and shape up, and is the rotation solid enough to maintain that? And then two young guys that will vie for midweek stuff and potential weekend things on the mound are Tommy Moran, a true freshman, and John Boland, a sophomore. And he's picked up kind of where he left off from that start against UConn in the tournament, and he looks to really make a big jump this year. So there's a lot of promise. We got to do it on the field, but there's far more experience at every spot than we had the last couple of years.